Should Jack Harrison further impress scouts in his home nation during this week's Euro U21 action, the New York City FC man will have less of a choice in his destination than you may think. Harrison, the 20-year-old ex-Wake Forest star and former Manchester United Academy product, could even be asked to train with Man City in the near future in order for Pep Guardiola to get a closer look. More JPW with Jack Harrison. Harrison has 10 goals and 3 assists for NYC this season. The report touts Aaron Mooy's move from Melbourne City to Man City as a similar vein, and a source told The Sun, so take it for what it's worth. The following city will have first dibs on Harrison at New York if he continues his rapid progress. It's sure to rub United up the wrong way after what happened to him as a kid. He's having a great time over in the U.S. City are hearing positive things from the execs in New York and that Harrison is an exciting late bloomer. We're curious as to what formal dibs Man City could have on the MLS star, and how playing for a city affiliate of sorts may have changed Harrison's youth allegiance. Follow at Nicolas Mendola. CONMEBOL qualifying stole the headlines on Thursday evening, particularly Argentina wide eyes emoji, but the road to Russia continues on Friday around global qualification. More Germany, England reached WC 2018 with UEFA wins in the United States. The primary focus is that the U.S. men's national team pulls out a victory when they play host to Panama, but a win for the Stars and Stripes won't be enough for Bruce Arena and co. to clinch a place in next summer's World Cup just yet. However, a win by Panama and a Honduras loss to Costa Rica would ensure a place for Los Canaleros in Russia. In Europe, 3 teams have already ensured their place in the competition through qualifying, which excludes hosts Russia being the 4th nation. Serbia and Spain can each top their respective groups if results go in each team's favor, while Croatia and Iceland would set up an intriguing final match day in Group 1 if both teams win on Friday. One match in Africa will take place on Friday, as the Ivory Coast meets Mali. However, a win for Les Elephants won't book their place in Russia until the result of Group C's other match between Morocco and Gabon happens on Saturday. Here's a list of the teams that have already qualified for next summer's tournament. Russia hosts Brazil, CONMEBOL Iran, AFC Japan, AFC Mexico, CONCACAF Belgium, UEFA South Korea, AFC Saudi Arabia, AFC Germany, UEFA England, UEFA. Follow at Madrid Football. There's been plenty of buzz surrounding the USMNT U17 heading into this month's World Cup in India, and now it's time for John Hackworth's side to back up the talk. Star attacker Josh Sargent will lead the U.S. on Friday as the Baby Yanks take on the tournament hosts in Group A play, and the 17-year-old will look to play a big role for his country ahead of his much-anticipated move to Bundesliga side Werder Bremen in January. More the top talents to watch at this month's U17 World Cup. Meanwhile, Hackworth has plenty of other options throughout his talented squad, including a trio of Atlanta United Academy players. That includes Andrew Carlton, the speedy winger that has already represented the U.S. at the U15, U17 and U18 levels over the last 2 years. In Group A, the U.S. will be joined by African power Ghana and Colombia, while Group B features New Zealand, Turkey, Paraguay and Mali. All of the day's matches and the entire competition can be streamed through Telemundo Deportes. Watch every match from the U17 World Cup in India. Here's the full schedule on match day 1 as Groups A and B begin play. Group A: Colombia vs. Ghana, 7:30 a.m. ET. India vs. USMNT U17s, 10:30 a.m. ET. Group B: New Zealand vs. Turkey, 7:30 a.m. ET. Paraguay vs. Mali, 10:30 a.m. ET. Follow at Madrid Football. Costa Rica will have to wait an extra day to attempt to earn its place in next summer's World Cup. Tropical Storm Nate has caused Friday's CONCACAF World Cup qualifier between Los Ticos and Honduras to be moved back to Saturday as the dangerous weather passes through Central America. More previewing the USMNT's WCQ match against Panama. Costa Rica Soccer Federation chief Rodolfo Villalobos announced the decision to alter the match's timing on Thursday night as a precautionary measure. The qualifying fixture will take place at 6 p.m. ET on Saturday at the Estadio Nacional de Costa Rica. Los Ticos need just 1 point out of their final 2 WCQ matches to join Mexico and Russia next summer as representatives from CONCACAF. Costa Rica currently sits second on points in the qualifying process, while Honduras is in 5th place. Follow at Madrid Football. London. AP. The chief executive of the English Football Association says there is brittleness in the team when it travels overseas for games. Martin Glenn spoke to sports industry executives at the Leaders' Conference in London on Thursday, hours before England hoped to qualify for the World Cup by beating Slovenia. More Thursday UEFA World Cup qualifying wrap. Glenn is already concerned about how the team gains the physiological edge missing so often in England teams. Since winning the 1966 World Cup on home soil, England has only won 6 knockout games at major tournaments. England was eliminated from the 2016 European Championship in the last 16 by Iceland. Glenn says England players do not travel well. We know there is a brittleness in unfamiliar circumstances that we have to deal with. Follow @the_bonfire.